Here, I got my homeboy Try with me,
Yo, what up?
my homegirl's Ash with me in the building.
That's good.
Yeah, this has been talked about for a couple of weeks now, so it's the best time to do it. We are going to talk about Toni Braxton's second studio album, Secrets. Yes,
Classic.
yes, and released in 1996 on LaFace Records. Just a little disclaimer: I just actually caught the CD, but it's actually coming in the mail tomorrow, so I don't have my
Oh,
copy.
dope.
You said what?
Oh,
It's dope. We're gonna get to that though. I definitely think it's a great album though.
Oh yeah, I know. Best believe it.
mm,
It's definitely a good album. All right. So this past Sunday, we did a review on a breakdown on their discography and whatnot. So today we're going to talk about his second album. So you guys should know who Toni Braxton is.
mm,
Singer, legendary soul singer, iconic and shit. She got a start when she was with a group of her sisters, the Braxtons, of course. Um, I'm not even gonna get in too much of the history because you guys should know the history by now and shit. So I'm just really gonna start from like how she got discovered. So L.A. Reid and Babyface really like covered discovered Toni and shit like that. They saw something in her and they wanted her to write a song for I think Sade, I believe. Love Shit About You Home. But Sade, she didn't feel like that song fit her. And so she requested Tony to sing it, and it was on the Boomerang soundtrack, which was a very dope soundtrack too and shit.
Mm.
So that was like her breakthrough single. And so following the next year, 1993, she had dropped her first album, the self-titled debut album, Toni Braxton. Classic album, in my opinion. Another sad love song, Seven Whole Days. I mean, that album won like a lot of awards, Grammy awards and whatnot. And so around that time too, when she was making the Secret album, she actually got into some money issues when she had to file for bankruptcy and whatnot. And she had got like a lot of flack for it too. To be real with you, like a lot of people were saying like, "How you the successful star, you can't handle your money and shit like that." And I believe she was also like having some, well, not difficulty with LaFace Records, but creative control came along the way when it came to this album and shit. I mean, a lot of the songs on this album had more like a mature sound and whatnot. If y'all agree with me and shit. What else? What else?
Alright.
And it was just like I'm going to talk more about that towards the end though, but yeah. So when it comes to the producers, you have Babyface, executive producer, Tony Braxton, executive producer, Keith Crouch, David Foster, R. Kelly, L.A. Reid, who's also an executive producer, Tony Rich, Soul Shark and Carlin, and Bryce Wilson. And the only guest appearance on this album is Kenny G. So yeah. So this song album has about 11 songs and shit like that with the hidden track, but I didn't even hear the hidden track to be real with y'all. Did y'all?
Is that the Tony Secrets or is that the after that?
Tony Secrets.
Yeah, it's on the album.
Okay,
secrets.
bad.
Yeah, it's track 12. It's only like a skit though. It's like maybe 30,
Mm-hmm.
15 seconds.
Oh, okay, bad. Okay. So with that being said,
Yeah, 15 seconds
oh
long.
by the way, dope album cover. By the way, you said what? Uh,
Mm-hmm.
all right.
Yep.
So with that being said, let's get started. Track number one, "Come On Over Here." Very nice way to begin the album and shit like that. Very dope sound. kind of has like a new image of Tony Braxton and shit. Like have like a more sex. Well, not like they were trying to like enhance her sexual, like make her more like a sex symbol and shit like that with this one. So, which I'm gonna talk more about that in the next track. So, yeah, come on over here, very dope track.
Yeah, I love it. Dope up tempo track. Um, I like the chorus, the lines where she sings, where do you go when you need good loving? When you know the love is very hard to find. How you say that you need it every day. But if you look my way, you won't be wasting time. And I thought it was a great way to start the album. Nice beat. Definitely one of my favorites on the album.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a good up tempo track that I love. I'm not sure if y'all knew who was singing the background for
You said who was singing in the
because
background?
it's someone we yeah, it's someone that we kind of sort of talked about before. It's one person you don't care too much for, Reg.
Who?
It's Shanice.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Uh,
Mm, yeah.
Oh yeah, Shanice and Tony Rich. He's on the
Yep.
background also.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved
Wow.
the beat of it. I love the like the lyrics of it, and it does have that message like yeah, like if you like come over here like because it probably could mean that they getting down.
right. Shit. So that's come on over here. Track number
Mhm.
two. You're making me high. Whew, man. This was a very interesting song. Very interesting song. And this was a kind of a way
Mhm.
how I was thinking how they were trying to like heighten more of a sexual image and shit like that. Cause like
Right.
this song's about masturbation and shit. Shit. I first I thought she was like talking about when I was little, I thought she was like, oh, you're making me high, like getting high off like weed or some shit like that. But
Right. Shit like
yeah,
that.
some of the lyrics was like, he said what?
That's not Tony. You know she don't smoke no weed.
That's how I was like looking at myself like, okay, okay. Like shit. She had lines like, can't get my mind off you. I think I might be obsessed. The very thought of you makes me want to get undressed. I want to be with you in spite of what my heart says. Like point blank period. Like I was like looking reading some of the lyrics, I was like, oh shit, okay. She's actually talking about masturbation. Wow. And the video's pretty dope too. Like it has all the colors in the background and shit like that. Yeah, man. One of her signature songs, period. You're making me high. Love that beat too and shit. Oof.
Yeah, man. Great first single. Love the beat, the bass line, real melodic track. You know, I like the video for it. She's like in a bathtub, and it's like all like the cotton candy pink around her, and you see Bryce from Group Theory in the video with her, and just a great track. I didn't know it was about masturbation though, but you know who else is singing on the background? Shanti Moore is also on the background for this.
Yeah, Shantae Moore is definitely on the
I was
background.
just
Definitely.
Yeah,
mhm.
dope, real dope song. Yeah, man. I saw her perform it live in February, and it was great. Like the live band she had was great. They killed it. Definitely one of my favorite Tony Braxton songs of all time.
Facts.
I am not surprised that no one has ever heard this song so many times, and it feels like you're hearing it just yesterday. And I remember the video, and she had a few familiar faces in that video. video. Vivica Fox, Erica Alexander from Living Single,
Yes.
and of course Tisha Campbell. They were all in that video.
Facts. Shit.
I
Yeah.
love Well by Babyface. That song did its thing on there. I was about
Man.
Master because I'm like, wait, what?
Real. And that it was a pretty risque song for Toni Braxton and shit like that, cause you can tell like they were trying to make her like compete with cause like by like the late '90s, like a lot of R&B singers and hip hop artists was trying to like, especially female, was trying to like heighten their sexuality and shit like that, be more risque, and it pretty much worked for
Right,
her, which because it got her like a couple of Grammys too for best female R&B vocal performance and shit. So
Hmm.
very interesting.
right.
All right, now we get to "There's No Me Without You." Very dope ballad. Very dope ballad. I love that shit. Classic baby face, with the strings and everything like that. Yeah, man, this definitely is like a something I will definitely see Toni Braxton on this shit. So love this shit.
Yeah, this was dope. Nice melodic ballad. I don't really have too much. It was okay.
Okay.
Yeah, this was a good ballad here. I like the strings and the guitar and like all the instrumentation off this song. And it's like relatable to people who I guess feel that way with their significant other or something like that. Like if you're not in this, there's no me without you. That's really how it is.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Shoot. Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely one of her best songs vocally on this album.
Yeah.
Track number 4, "Unbreak My Heart." I'm gonna say something that might piss a lot of people off. I am tired of this song.
Same. They overplayed it.
It's overplayed.
Yeah, it's
Yes, they did. They
overplayed.
did overplay this
I mean,
song.
don't get me wrong. I love like I like the song vocally. It's a dope song, but this was overplayed. There was this one Geico commercial where this one fat black dude was singing this shit. Oh my god, it was so
Oh,
cringe right there. Man, you can tell the face was really trying to push Toni
I don't
Braxton,
remember that
especially with
commercial.
a track like this and shit. Because you said what? You said what? Never mind. I thought you said. Because it was said that Toni Braxton she didn't like the song at first, believe it or not,
right.
and they really wanted her to make this song, sing this her heart out. Yeah, they were really trying to make this her "I Will Always Love You." They were trying to make this her hero to begin with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Um, Not
Right.
surprised it got her the Female Pop Grammy Award. And shout out to Steven, by the way, because he picked me up on that Pam Hall cover, the dance hall cover, which that version was very dope too and shit. So yeah, that's what my thoughts on the "Break My Heart." Like it, but it's overplay as fuck.
Yeah. It's a great song. It's a like Mariah Carey's "Hero" and Whitney's "I Will Always Love You." Those ballads are historic, but they did overplay it. I think this is like the most overplayed Tony Braxton song ever.
I
Like
agree.
I've heard it everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And after a while,
Hmm.
you get tired of it. You want to like smash your TV. But it's a great song. I like the guitars on there. It has like a real quiet storm vibe to it.
Right.
You know, I like the Spanish version too, but there's a Spanish version where she's like singing it in Spanish. After that, I like that one better after hearing the regular one so many times. But it
Yeah.
is a great song. You know what I'm saying? Like perform it live. It never. I mean, it's even better hearing her perform it live, you know. But I
Right.
did get tired of hearing it though. But this is a great ballad for her. That she has the voice for this type of song anyway.
I agree.
Yeah, yeah.
This song was overplayed so many times to the point where I ended up having to skip this track because I either kept hearing it on the radio too much or they overplayed the video on TV. But don't get me wrong, I love the video. That's a well done video. She really put her heart and soul on this track right here. Even though I guess people consider it as her signature song, I guess more hits and more
Yeah,
songs than this one right here. Break my heart. It's a beautiful song that is good to play every once in a while, but not all the freaking time. So
I agree. Shoot. So yeah, I know there's like a lot of 20 fans that love that song and shit, but oh well. So then we get to talking in his sleep. Pretty much that's probably my favorite song.
Oh man,
You said what?
same. That's a banging track, man.
Yeah, that's my favorite song on this album. And believe it or not, that's the only song Tony Braxton wrote on the album and shit like that. You know, all the lyrics and shit. Yeah, the beat was very dope. I think the song was just about the nigga admitting to his affair or something in his sleep.
Right,
Yeah, okay.
right.
And the way she was singing the track was just so you can see what was going on. Like he's corrupt. What do I do? What do I say? I feel ashamed, fatigue, such a petty crime, a sexual indiscretion. Like, and in the pre-chorus when he's like, at night when he lays down, how I wish I could not hear the sound, but I could. All the things that he said, like very mysterious, suspenseful kind of track and shit like that. Love this shit, man. Like, definitely like a very underrated song in my opinion.
Love it. Great uh, bass line and keys. The real mid tempo track. Um, she's like in the track. She's like talking. Like almost like she's narrating like a story. Like you know, so in the beginning she says, so you think you know everything about your lover. Want to bet? And then she's like, why is it that the men are forgiven and the women aren't? And singing about her a man talking in his sleep and she think that he's cheating on her and all that, and
Right,
that's a relatable thing. That's things that go on right now where you might have a boyfriend or girlfriend where you don't know if they cheating, and then like all of a sudden you hear them talking in their sleep and they might be calling out somebody else's name during when y'all making love or whatever. So um that's definitely like a track that people could relate to. I never spoke in my sleep though. I don't never did all that. You know what I'm saying? I think I would have gotten smacked by too many women if I was calling out some other chick's name in my sleep. So
right.
I think little fellas need to not try to do that shit when y'all sleeping, man. But definitely like this track. It's like one of my favorites on here. You know, I wish I did a video for this. I could definitely have seen a video for this track, but yeah, this is banging.
Very well said. Very well said.
this is one off this album, and the message it really does speak to a lot of people. Like, yeah, maybe you think you know everything about your significant other, but if they are like talking in their sleep, that means their conscience is getting to them. They guilty of infidelity or betrayal. Yeah, that's to be expected. And I love when Tony's talking because it does give you a sense of through all that. But I never had
Right,
a guy end up talking in his sleep or nothing like that, or end up calling another girl's name or anything like that. That's just that. because I think the dude probably will end up getting hit. I'm like, what?
Shit. All right.
I love the fact that he did
So be
sing
careful what you
background
say.
vocals.
Oh, you said they same background?
Yeah,
Oh,
like don't gang background on this one.
Hmm.
oh
Yeah,
wow.
she and Shawnee's same background on
And
the
I know she
album a
got
lot.
she did another. Oh yeah,
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. Shout out to Shantae Moore, by the way. All right. Track number 6. How Could an Angel Break My Heart featuring Kenny G? Hmm. This song was not bad. I didn't. It's not one of my favorite songs and shit like that, but it kind of felt more like a Kenny G track. And around that time, Kenny G was either loved on or hated on at that time because people thought he was just trying to mainstream jazz and shit like that. Um,
Right.
yeah, y'all know if y'all listen to Kenny G, y'all know what I'm talking about and shit. Yeah, it's a very okay track, but it's not really one of my favorites on the album.
It was cool. It was a nice little ballad. Kenny G is a legend. You know, I forgot the name of that song he was famous for. That was always remember that song. You know, yeah, it was cool. It's not like one of my favorites. I think they overplayed this a lot too, but
Mhm.
it's not. I don't think it's as big as Unbreak My Heart, but again, like she has a beautiful voice, and these type of songs it fit her. It fits her voice. So
Right.
yeah.
yeah. This song was okay. I rarely heard this song getting played on the radio. I know it was more popular in the UK versus it being played on the video for this, and it's it's a good song with Kenny G and all. It's a very sad song to me, and I think I cried. I think at least once or twice when I heard this song. Had me thinking about the last person I was with. So yeah,
Um,
Oh yeah.
it's a good song, but I don't think I would play it multiple times because I would end up getting all teary eyed all over again.
Aw,
Oh, don't get teary out on
Yeah.
us. Shit.
got
Shit.
Kleenex for you.
Mhm. No, not
Silly
not
as
on
fuck.
live.
Mm. So track number 7 is Find Me a Man. Very cool track. Kind of like has a little club banger kind of track. Babyface again on behind the production on this one.
Right.
Um, yeah, man. Like Tony's looking for a man and shit. She's tired of being single, so she's like, find me a man. I love the drums on this track too. Very dope.
Yeah, this was a good song. Mid tempo, like the bass line for it. Um, definitely a solid album cut.
Yeah, this wasn't a bad song at all, and it affected my mom look. And I love that. I don't know, Babyface. He always knows what instruments to use and what I don't know what it is when it comes to production. He just everything just comes out gold. I don't know what it is about him on this track right here.
Oh yeah, man. That's babyface for you.
Yeah.
Shoot. Now we get to let it flow. Very dope. Another dope track. This was included on the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack. Don't really care for the movie, but the soundtrack was pretty
Mhm.
good. You said what?
You didn't like Winning Takes Hill?
Hell no, I didn't like Wayne. The only part
You
I
said
liked
what?
in that movie was when
You didn't
Angela
like?
Bassett went crazy.
Oh man,
Nah,
that is a woman's movie. I will admit that. That's like a chick flick. You
yeah,
know,
man. Like,
like
Yeah, it's a chick
I
flick.
remember watching it
I
once.
don't
It was
expect
okay. I like the
a
soundtrack
whole
better
lot
though.
of men to watch it. I don't expect a whole lot of men to watch it.
Yeah,
yeah, the soundtrack, man. The soundtrack's fire,
yeah.
man. The soundtrack's fire.
Soundtrack is oh yeah,
Like, if anything, I'll get the soundtrack besides the
right,
overall movie.
right.
But yeah, every nigga just looks stupid in
Mhm.
that fucking movie. That's all I'm
Oh, I
saying.
got the soundtrack
Yeah.
in my room.
Oh shit.
Tay Diggs is like the what do you call it? The like the man candy for the women on that
Oh
in that
god.
movie.
Tay Diggs. Oh god.
Playing a fake with a fake Jamaican accent and shit.
Isn't that
Oh
in Waiting to
god.
Exhale?
Yeah, he was.
Oh,
He played the Jamaican guy.
oh, and how Stella
Oh,
got her
Yeah,
groove back. Oh,
right.
shoot.
did you get his ass beat
Oh
in that
yeah, that's
movie?
right.
My bad. I'm confusing the two films. Yo, they both chick
No,
flicks.
Like I said, Tay Diggs always getting his ass beat in
no,
some movie and shit.
Nah, he didn't get his ass beat in there.
Oh,
he
that's
didn't get beat
surprised.
up in that one.
Nah, he didn't get beat up in there.
Shit. That's like, oh, we need someone to get beat up. Let's get Tay Diggs and shit.
Oh Lord.
Shit. But yeah, Let It Flow. Very dope track, man. Like, man, one of the most underrated collaborations, Babyface and Tony.
Yeah, this was a good track. You know, melodic. I like the chorus. When Tony's singing first thing Monday morning, gonna pack my tears away. Um, got no cause to look back. I'm looking for a better day. And yeah, I thought this was a solid track. Um, I like it. It's dope.
Okay.
It's another song off the album, and I never get tired of playing it. And I think there's a music video for this song too, but I never watched it. And yeah, I remember hearing this song L like but yeah, another well-produced Babyface track, and I play this song till this day.
Okay. No doubt. No doubt. Yeah, man. That nigga Babyface a monster, like in the R&B game.
Yep.
Hmm.
Shoot. Then why should I care? Okay, so this song right here slaps as fuck, man. Like as soon as you hear that synthesizer, man, I thought it was like a fucking Ivy Brothers song and shit. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's just talking about how this guy consistently does it wrong and shit like that. But then she's more older now. She's more wise to his actions and to any nigga's actions, basically and shit. So that's what I got from Why Should I Care? Like with Tony's like passion singing and Babyface instrumental, and you can see the vulnerability coming between the two. Yeah, man, I love this shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Dope. Mid tempo track. Nice guitars. The beat. Lyrics were Tony singing back in the days when I was younger. I wasn't afraid giving my heart to you. Thought that was dope. I like the chorus. Just another solid track on for this album. The production was great. Babyface was in his bag on this album.
Right.
Yeah, love it.
Why should I care? It's a relatable song to me because I guess getting a little older now. It's like I know what she dealt with just from hearing the lyrics to this song. So yeah, song I love it from the beat to the chorus to Shantae singing background on here. It just just like a very well put together song. And I would love kind of like a promotional single. I wish.
Yeah, I agree too.
I,
Shoot. 'Cause at first I thought this was a song that R. Kelly produced for her and shit like that in a weird way. I don't know why, but
we got one coming from him.
yeah, yeah, that's the next song, which is I don't want to.
No, it's I think
You said what?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't want to. Definitely is another ballad for Tony. You can definitely tell R. Kelly did this because like around that time, he had just done the self-titled R. Kelly album, and he was experimenting more with like gospel R&B in a weird way, especially when it came to like I believe I can fly, I can't sleep, maybe if I. So kind of carried that in the same vein with Tony. Love this track. Definitely another track where she's talking about like heartbreak on this album. This song exactly was a single, but also it wasn't like a big single, which is surprising though. But fuck, and so and it's kind of crazy too because she was very she was doing when she did a video for this song and shit like that. She
Mhm.
was suffering from exhaustion and whatnot. So that's very interesting. So she was tired and shit. And yeah, man, very dope song. I don't want to and shit. Love that track.
I didn't know all that was going on. That's crazy.
Oh yeah,
Wow. Yeah, this is a dope ballad by R. Kelly. You know, like love his instrumentation on the song and the melodies and the way that Tony's singing it, where she says, I really don't feel like talking on the phone. I really don't feel like company at home lately. I don't want to do the things I used to do, baby, since I lost you. Just you can feel her pain and her heartache on the track, and you know, R. Kelly, a legend, despite everything.
right,
Love his music. You know, he couldn't miss at that time. Like anything he was like producing or writing for different artists, whether it was Toni Braxton or changing faces, or what I'm saying, it was gold. So definitely a solid track. Well, one of my favorites on this album too.
yeah. That Changing Faces album though, shit, man.
Oh
That's
yeah, the first one definitely
woo, yes.
classic.
Stroke you
Yeah,
up. Oh my fucking god.
yep, fooling around.
Oh, I'm gonna listen to that tonight. Fuck that. Shit. It's not even that expensive, is it?
I think it's out of print. I think both of them are the first and the second one.
Yeah,
Cause
they
he
are.
did the second. He did like some tracks on the second album too.
Shit. That's one thing I'll give R. Kelly is his production, especially from '93 to '98.
Yeah.
Five.
Oh yeah. Can't hear.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Ash.
Yeah, this song here, it kind of had to take me a minute for let it to grow on me. I really hearing it over the weekend, and because I've had. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Me a minute for let this me. Yeah, and yeah, this it is relatable to me because the pain of like not wanting to do and like having to deal with like some of the stuff I've been dealing with in my life. So it's a relatable song to me, and it was well produced, of course, considering all the messiness he's going through now. And
Mm,
like at the end of the day, musically, he's a genius when it comes to that. But it's just a train wreck.
right. Shit.
Mm.
Oh well. Anyway, now I love me some him, man. One of my
Oh
all
yeah,
time. This is probably my second favorite song off this album. It was
yeah,
produced by Soul Shark and Carlin, who in my opinion, very underrated R&B producers, especially for the mid '90s. They did
hmm
Heartbreak Hotel for Whitney Houston. They did Before You Walk Out of My Life for Monica. We gotta talk
yeah,
about that Miss Thing album this month. Dead ass on
definitely
shit.
classic.
If not this month, the next month, because I don't know. Something just keeps itching to talk about that album. It's just itching to talk about the album.
I just seen it last week in an interview on Sway in the Morning. She was talking about that album.
Ooh,
You know, like it's like people know her for like Miss Thing and Angel of Mine. You know,
right.
yeah,
Shit. Yeah. They also hip hop wise, they've done Tupac Me Against the World. Um, they did also they did Eric B and Rakim Casualties of War remix and shit. So yeah, man, very dope producers.
yeah,
I love this track. I love me some him. Vocally is probably one of my favorite songs vocally as well. Yeah, man, very good track. You can just feel her energy on the track. The feels like a feel good kind of track. Love this shit.
yeah. Nice bass line, the beat, chorus, a real melodic ballad. You know, Tony sang it beautifully. Nice background vocals as well. Um, the lyrics where she sings, I never thought the day would come that we'd be more than friends. You know, singing about that special guy that she became friends with and then hooked up with, and you know, it's like a old a woman song. It's like a ode to the guy that they feeling and they want to get with. You know,
Right.
definitely one of my favorites on here as well. Solid. I would have loved to see a video for this. You know, but great track.
Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up.
I know this song is a favorite of my mom's, but me, I just really didn't care too much for it, to be
Oh
honest.
wow.
Oh wow.
Little overplayed on the radio, like, yeah, I just really didn't care too much for it. I have nothing else to say.
Shit. I'd rather listen to this on Breaking My Heart, man. I'm, I see what you're saying there. Trust, I see what you're saying, but shit,
Funny.
compared to Unbreak My Heart, this is like one of the lesser songs played
Yeah.
and shit.
Oh yeah.
But I see what you're saying. And the last track is In the Late of Night. Another dope track right here. Kind of a very the instrumental's very haunting and whatnot. She's talking
Right.
about reflecting on a lover at night and shit like that. You know, when you're just late at night sleeping and shit, and you just wake up, you think about that one person, male or female, and shit like that. So that's what I got from that track. Love that shit. Nice way to end off the album.
Yeah, this was dope. You know, she's singing in the late at night just before I close my eyes. You lied as you kissed me goodnight in the late at night. I like the chorus and it has like a nighttime vibe to it. That was a great way to end the album. You know.
Yeah, I agree.
Another one of those songs off the album that did have me in tears because I remember listening to this album when I was in high school, and no matter how many times I listened to this song toward the end, I always end up crying after I heard this song. It does give you those late night vibes, and yeah, just like everything from I guess the sax and like all the other instruments on this this song someone in have in their feelings.
True. All right. Other than that, that's all the tracks off this album. So this was a very, very, very dope album. Love this album and shit. Vocally, you can see the growth in this album. But I have to say, like, looking at some of the shit, you can tell the face was really trying to push Tony hard with this album and
Right.
shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had like a lot more ballads than before. You had like a
Hmm.
lot more diverse R&B production. R. Kelly's on the album, Kenny G's on the album and shit. So label wise, they're really trying to like push her and shit. Which Tony kind of got like a lot more creative control and shit like that. When it came to the Heat album, which we'll talk about soon and shit. And back to this album, very dope. I love this album. A lot of concept wise was very dope. I love this shit. I'll definitely give this album 5 out of 5 on some real shit.
Definitely. Love the production, real lush production. The balance of ballads and mid tempo tracks. Um, Beautiful singing by Tony. You know, she picked the right singles. It has more of a like a sensual like nighttime quiet storm vibe to the album.
Right.
And I love me some him. That was one of my favorites, and making me high, talking in his sleep. Just a great album. I think it's one of the best like R&B sophomore albums for an artist ever. Definitely a classic.
Got you. Okay. That's very dope. Very dope. Probably has a really reaction.
Favorite
Yeah,
songs
Ash,
off
we can't hear you.
this album from There's No Me Without You to Talking in the Sleep, Find Me a Man. Hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah,
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
yeah.
All right. I was saying I have favorite song here from There's No Me Without You to Talking. Why Should I Care? Let It Flow. Just great songs off here that are timeless, and I rank this album 5 out of 5.
Okay, no doubt,
Oh,
no doubt. Yeah, man, this album's you hear like a lot of fans like praise this album and shit like that. It's a very masterful part of work and shit.
yeah. And she came with a different look, like like the long hair with the sweaty long hair. She had like that after the shower look.
Right.
And even like the picture she took in the album in the album book is like she dressed differently. You know what I mean? Like I think it was like a good look for her, like a different change from the first album to the second one.
I agree.
But she still have the same great voice. So you know what I mean? Like the music got better with each album.
I definitely agree with you on that. To me, like her first 3 albums are probably like my favorite albums. Like the rest
Yeah.
is good too, but then it just has this, things I like about it and things I dislike about them and shit.
Right. Right.
All right, let's see what the comments got to say. I'm not just trying to chill out for a little bit. Cause I wake up early in the morning and shit. What's good?
Yes, Griselda son, they with the Rock. I want to know how that went down. Like, did they leave Shady? Did what happened with that? Like, did Jay Z come to them?
Probably Jay Z came to them.
Some
Cause
what made them like suddenly decide to leave Shady? Like, I mean, we as fans already know what the situation was. 'Cause like it just wasn't working out with them and Shady.
right,
So how did that? I want to know how that whole deal came about. Like, did Jay Z go to them? Did they go to Jay? Because Ricardo mentioned that they Jay Z invited them to their house. He's not gonna invite them to their house for no reason,
right.
you know. And I think this is a better situation for them because as long as Jay Z gonna let them continue to release the music that they've been always releasing, I think this is a great situation for them. It's more exposure, more promotion. For whatever reason that wasn't going on with Shady. I don't know why.
Because Shady was too busy putting out trash like Revival and Kamikaze and Kissing.
Right, but it's like yeah, so Eminem was too busy focused on releasing those trashy albums, but you got what Griselda did. You're not even putting them on your album or putting them out. I don't understand that.
You got fucking pop artists on this fucking album. Like, fuck out of here.
And he had a roster. He had Stat Quo. He had Ob Trice and D12. And what happened to all of them?
Well, D12 broke up.
Right, right,
They
right,
broke,
right. But what I
yeah.
mean, what like with Stat Quo and you know what I'm saying, and Slaughterhouse, we know what happened with that.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't understand. It's like Eminem can't even. It's like you're not putting out good music, so you can't be a good artist right now, and then you're not even a good businessman with your own artist.
Nope. And that's a
You
damn
know,
shame.
and
Damn.
that's bad. That's gonna be a red flag for any other artist that want to get signed to Shady. Like yo, like y'all fucked up the whole Griselda thing, so why should I sign with you?
And it's kind of
You
funny
know?
because originally Eminem was going to sign to Duck Down Records, but Duck Down Records passed up on Eminem and shit. And now he's doing the fucking same shit to
Oh wow,
Griselda.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
Right,
Which low
that's
key,
crazy.
I'm kind of glad. I wouldn't mind him on Duck Down, but around that time, Duck Down was not putting out the best music and shit. Like
Right, it wasn't,
yeah, 98, 99, 2000.
and
Nah,
he wouldn't have been as big as he is anyway if he was over there.
hey, you might not know, and shit because Aftermath was not really popping like that until Eminem came and shit, and y'all know the
Right.
rest.
I mean, but like, can you see him being like, yo? People forget he was artist of the decade. You know how hard that is to do, being a rapper to beat out Britney Spears and Shakira and everybody at that Nelly and everybody at that time during the 2000s. I don't think he would
Justin
have been
Timberlake.
artist of the decade on Duck Down. Yeah, Justin Timberlake. You know what I mean? So that's
Mm,
a big thing to do. Jay Z didn't even do that. You
nah,
know, he would have
but
been the biggest thing on Duck Down. So I don't. That's why I just like I don't know if I could see him on Duck Down. Maybe as an underground artist, but as a mainstream pop artist, I don't think I could see him on Duck Down. He would have had to change labels at some point.
oh yeah, most definitely. Shoot, yeah, yeah, graffiti, yeah. I heard about that on Complex.com and shit.
That's why he did the what's that joint the I Got You Open joint with Buckshot that never made the album, the Marshall Mathers LP2 album.
Should have been on the album on some real shit.
Yeah, it's a bonus track, but you can only get it on the iTunes version. It's not on the deluxe set or the regular set.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that sucked. But that was actually a decent track.
Yeah, like I said, Marshall Mathers LP2 wasn't bad, but some of them beats were just kind of ugh.
Right. I have a new appreciation for that album though. Like even though I don't like Rap God, I don't care for the Monster, but I think some of the tracks were decent. It's not Revival and it's not Kamikaze at all.
Yeah, Rap God was pretty good dope. I actually like Rap God, but when everyone started making their own versions of that shit, that's when I got tired of it.
Yeah,
Like Fabulous made a version of Rap God.
yeah.
Oh,
God.
you saw that you saw that top 50 rappers list that everyone's
Oh
making a big
God.
deal.
They had Mace on there. They had Joe Budden. I'm like, come on, man.
Oh,
Really, really, Joe Mace had one good album. Like, I mean, come on.
Joe Budden #3.
Let's put Nelly on there. Let's put Chingy on there. Let's put Nelly. Let's put Jaquan. Let's put Shorty Low. All the cats from the 2000s on there.
Mm. Some
You
motherfucking
know.
this nigga Ebro made his own list now. Y'all heard about that?
Oh Lord. Ebro, no, I didn't even know. Ebro, I don't pay attention to Ebro and Peter Rosenberg because
Hmm.
they so clowns on Hot 97.
Yeah,
You know?
you got to hear this list. You got to hear this shit.
Oh wow.
Yo, this list is disgusting. But
Who you got as number one?
Jay Z,
Okay. Who's in the top five?
Jay Z's number one, Biggie's number two, Nas is number three, Andre 3000 is number four, and Karis One is number five.
I'm not mad at that. But they don't. These are people that they don't even have up on the station no more. So
Oh, yeah,
like they cater to Drake and to the the garbage that's out now. They don't even when they come to 90s hip hop, it's like those they don't even acknowledge them like that. I mean, just because you got Crime Apple on there, or you got Griselda, don't mean that you're representing the culture. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like they're obligated to do that now because these niggas are so hot.
exactly. Shit, this nigga put Drake
You
over
know what I
LL
mean?
Cool.
When was the last time they had De La Soul up on there?
That's true.
When was the last time they had De La on there? When was the last time they had Souls of Mischief on there? They don't represent the culture right. It's like everything with them is whatever's trending. So if it's trendy on Twitter, they go with that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't care for them.
Like one thing I'll give Breakfast Club, they'll at least interview hip hop legends or music legends once in a while and shit.
Right, right.
But yo,
You know, Peter Rosenberg, like he swears because he's a wrestling fan and he loves underground hip hop that he's in tune with the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like I saw the interview he did with Crime Apple and he's like, it's like Crime Apple could do no wrong in his eyes. It's like, oh, I think Rock Marcy is a god and I'm like, come on, stop it already. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
pose ass.
niggas was not mentioning Rock Marcy in no conversations until we started doing it. Then everybody want to hop on the Rock Marcy wave. Oh, Rock Marcy's one of the best MCs out in. Where was all that when he was dropping Moxburg and all that shit? I didn't hear none of that. When he was
Yeah,
dropping
reloaded.
Reloaded, I didn't hear none of that shit.
Now it's something
You
everyone's on this
know?
fucking dick and shit. Like, come on.
Right, right. Same thing with Bronson. Action Bronson. I didn't know shit about Action. That's like a dude I discovered like by chance. I didn't hear no wave about Action Bronson when I was listening to him. I didn't even think he was gonna be that popular. You know what I'm saying? Like I listened to Blue Chips. It was good, and then he started coming out with other shit, and then I liked it. But before then, I didn't hear about Action Bronson. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these cats is like they ride that wave like, oh, you're hot, this and that. It's like, come on, man. You know what I mean? So I don't like Peter Rosenberg and Ebro and them cats is like they don't know what they talking about.
Nope. Shit. This nigga fucking Ebo motherfucking put Drake over LL Cool J and shit.
Oh God.
And he put Meek
See?
Mill.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like the fact that you could put Drake over LL is like, what are you talking about, man? That
Like
is
really,
insane.
shit.
Like
He put
I know LL had some
Hmm.
shitty albums. You know what I'm saying? He had some shit, but he is still a legend. And he has classics and bar for bar, Drake ain't fucking with him. But Drake don't even write his own shit. So how you gonna even say that he's better than LL? So is MC Hammer better than LL now? MC Hammer ain't write his shit. Is he better than LL? Vanilla Ice better than LL?
okay. Now you going too far. Now you go.
This shit we got this is the shit we gotta bring up when it comes to these people on radio now. Like y'all really think like these niggas is better than legends. You know what I'm saying? They legends for a reason.
For real.
You know?
Shit.
I
This
like
like
Drake. I like his early stuff, but I think he has his own lane and for his lane it's like he have a lot of copycats in both
right.
rap and R&B. But he's not on LL's level by no stretch. He's not even in the same caliber of some of his own peers to me. Like he sells more than his own peers. But lyrically, if when we talking about talking about Kendrick and J. Cole, and we just going by if we going by record sales, then yeah, he outsells all of them. But artistry, he ain't fucking with them.
And that's what people are always want to say. Oh, he sells more and shit like that. Which sales do matter, but if we're talking about rhyme for rhyme and shit like that, hell no, Drake ain't touching the LL. Fuck that.
He is good for what he is. You know what I'm saying? He's good for what he does. I fuck with Drake. I don't hate on him. I fuck with him because like if you see me, if you might see me post some Drake stuff because I fuck with his early work. I thought So Far Gone was a great mixtape. Thank Me Later, Take Care, Nothing Was the Same. All solid albums. But I think this they like the thing with this generation is they haven't grown up on no legends like us. So they're gonna look at a Drake and be like, oh well, he's a legend and he's right on that level with LL. No, he's not.
Fuck that
You know.
shit.
So, but he is he we know what he is. You know what I'm saying?
He's a poser. Oh, Q, don't even get me started on that Billboard list though.
Oh God, they have their own list too.
Yeah, it was like a top 10 rappers and shit like that, but it was trash too.
That's retarded.
But I don't like to take that shit seriously to the fucking heart because everyone's saying that shit's a heart. I don't even take these shit to heart.
And I think people got to include all coasts when you do these lists. When you do top 50 lists, you got to include the East, the West, the North, the South, everybody, even another country if you got to.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Don't just include the East Coast and be like, and like 49 of them is from the East and only one MC is from the West. But you got no South in there, or you got nobody from Germany or from another country or something like that, from Japan or something.
Right.
And there's some dope MCs across, in other countries too. So
Shoot. Mike C asks favorite Mariah Carey album.
um, Butterfly,
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that Daydream.
Daydream was good. That Daydream, Butterfly, Emancipation of Mimi. Those are like my favorite.
Right. You said what, Ash? Yeah, we gotta get used to this female shit.
Ashley, what's your favorite Mariah album?
Daydream.
Can she hear us?
She
Daydream.
said
That was a good album. Yeah, that was good.
for real. I
That was
always
that
say
was more.
Daydream.
Well,
you said what, right?
no, I was gonna say that was Mariah's introduction into like the hip hop remixes, and she couldn't get out of it.
Exactly. Shoot. That was when she met Wu Tang and Bad Boy and shit.
Yep,
I don't care what no one says. I'll never get tired of hearing the fantasy remix.
I love it, man. I don't get tired of it at all. I just think that Mariah spent too many years doing the hip hop remixes instead of doing her regular stuff, and that's what ruined her career.
Mm,
You know,
right.
like Mary did it, but Mary did it in moderation. She wasn't. Mary don't do hip hop remixes no more. Like, when the last time you heard a hip hop remix about Mary J? She stopped doing that a long time ago.
Exactly. Cause like she just
Because
transitioned.
like she did it and she did it and she was great at it, and then it was like she stopped, and then Mariah just like became the queen of doing that shit, and just to me just ruined her career doing that.
Exactly. Cause like that's when like a lot of albums and shit like that, they always had like a strong hip hop influence and shit with like one or
Right,
two
right,
ballads.
exactly.
But like the Caution album wasn't bad though.
That was it has some decent tracks on there, you know. But I just it's still an element of that hip hop vibe is still on there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I want to hear Mariah go back to doing Hero and One Sweet Day. Those songs that she's known for. Songs. Why are you still doing all these hip hop remixes and shit? You know?
Shit, doing songs with Ty Dolla Sign and shit.
Oh God, never liked him.
Niggas have the audacity to call him the next Nate Dogg.
Hell no. He ain't got the
Mm,
voice as Nate. Nate was a real
hell
singer. He
no.
wasn't just doing hooks and shit. He was a real singer. He was like, singing in the church and all that. You know?
The next Nate Dogg, I'll slap these
Yeah,
motherfuckers, man.
never. Then nobody could replace Nate. Nate was special. You know?
Shit. Nate Dogg sang his rap verses. Let's just put it real like that.
Right. Exactly.
This nigga sang his rap verses.
Exactly.
Yeah. It kind of sucks because I do got a copy of that Nate Dogg G Funk Classics, but I only got like volume one or volume two or some shit. I
Right.
miss I'm missing the other volume.
Yeah.
Shit, that's a dope album.
Oh yeah, definitely. Him and Warren G was a good team together.
Exactly. I need to hear his later albums like Music and Me and the self
That was
titled.
good. Yeah, Music and Me, that was good. They had a lot of collaborations too. Like Exhibit was on there. He had I think Pharoah Monch was on there. Dre was on there.
Shoot.
Yeah, that was a good album though.
Yo, speaking of Phil Monch, that
Mhm.
track Oh No he did with Most Def, Nate Dogg did with Most Def. I don't care what no one said. That's just a fucking banger.
That was good. That
Like
was good.
never would have thought Nate Dogg would sing on a beat like that and shit like that.
Yep.
Yeah, that Sound Bombing 2 album, man. Whew.
Hmm. Fire.
Yo, you gotta do a top albums of Ruckus Records.
Yes, I'm down for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what the chat gotta say about that.
Definitely.
The Ruckus don't get it shine though.
Never. Severely underrated.
Ash, you heard about Ruckus Records?
No, no, I
That's
haven't.
gonna be your homework.
She said,
I want you to listen to 5 Ruckus albums and tell us what you think about them.
Send me a list then.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you a list. That's gonna be your homework. Every night we're gonna give you homework to do.
but after the Giacana story, yeah, I kind of like, yeah, fuck Ruckus because they'll put out some trash after that.
Right.
Like Sound Bombing 3, oh my god, that was so disappointing. Like, and you can tell, like, you can tell because they were trying to have like a lot of they were trying to like go a little mainstream, and like a lot of the fucking songs
Right.
that a lot of songs were like from other albums that was already released, like A Gangsta and a Gentleman, the Giacana story and
Hmm.
whatnot.
Right.
Don't even get me started on The Beautiful Struggle.
Oh boy, I like that album. I don't know why though.
Shit.
Talib is
Oh,
hit and miss. Like he don't have a strong discography though.
he don't. Graffiti said, you heard about Pharoah Monch getting portrayed in the Wu Tang biopic by a Nigerian actor?
Did not know that.
No,
Why
I
is he
didn't.
in the Wu Tang biopic anyway?
Probably just like one of them scenes where they throw a rapper in and shit like that.
Oh, that's weird. I don't remember Wu Tang doing anything with him. What did he ever do with Wu Tang?
I think he collaborated with a few members from the Wu, but I don't even know, man.
Right.
This movie's already turning out to be shit.
Man.
Mm. Well, let me watch it first. Let me watch it first.
Right, right. The
Oh
trailer
yeah.
could be deceiving sometimes, so
Oh yeah.
you know.
Yeah. This Friday they coming out with that Rocco's Model Life special on Netflix. That shit gonna be fire. Shit. Then Rick Ross's album comes out Friday.
Yeah. Hopefully it's good.
Oh yeah. Murs coming has an album coming out Friday too.
Cool. Another slept on MC from the West.
Yes, I love fucking Murs, man. That nigga dope.
He's dope. Right? Especially the albums he did with Ninth Wonder. Those are good.
I agree. Like
You know.
Murs for president
Yeah.
was pretty good. What was the name of that one album? Hold up. It was like a black and white cover and shit like that.
Was it with Ninth?
Murray's Revenge. That's the album. That shit's fire.
Oh, Mercy Guns. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah. Actually,
that was dope.
I think I
And
met Murs.
he was rocking that. He was rocking that dread hairstyle before the weekend.
Oh yeah.
People think the weekend started that shit, man. Fucking Mercer had that before the weekend.
Yeah, now he does hip hop DX videos and shit. And he's crazy because the young generation don't even know who this is. Like, who is this nigga? Bring back
Right.
Houston and
Like, what
shit.
is nigga? I like the fact that when Obama was running for president, like Mercer was out there like trying to get people to vote and all that. I thought that was dope. We don't see
Yeah,
enough artists do that.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this election gonna be crazy though.
Oh boy.
Mm,
At this point, I will vote for Mickey Mouse. Anybody else to be in office but Trump.
yeah. You think Kamala Harris gonna last?
At this point, I'll take anybody but Trump. So a woman, dog, cat, whoever,
True. All right. Okay.
alien, whoever. Let's get ET in there.
Shit. Would you take Hillary?
I'll take Hillary. I thought Hillary should have won. I think if she didn't win because of that whole the fact that she is a woman, and I don't know why people feel like the country's not ready for a female president because we had a black president. I never thought that would happen.
Right.
You know, it's time. It's time. Like a female president is way better than who we got right now.
Exactly. Especially
You
a
know,
dumbass like this
at
motherfucker.
anybody else, I'll take Latino, brown, purple, Indian, Asian, whoever. Anybody else.
I agree. Shit. Bernie
You know
Spencer
what I
is gonna.
mean?
Shit. Yeah, KRD, black
I'll
on
take
both.
Meek Mill in office right now.
Oh hell no. I'm good on that. I I'll take Ti over Meek Mill as office.
Anybody. Barack Obama, put Michelle in there. I'll take anybody. Then
Shit. Obama said fuck DC. They living their life now. They living their life and shit. Let's see. Yeah, man. But I'm actually gonna call tonight because I actually gotta get ready for work tomorrow.
all right.
Shoot. All right. You say you about to go on live with Mike and shit.
Mike said he wanted to go on, so
All right. I may join
yeah.
y'all. I may. I'll let y'all know.
All right.
All right. But yeah, thank everyone for watching the Tony Braxton Secrets review and shit. Make sure y'all check the album out and everything like that, and stay tuned for more stuff. It's your boy Reg here. Peace.
Mm.